That means in just 1 month, his favorability has swung 9 points in just 1 month. Not in 5 months, not in 6 months. In 1 month, it went from -7 to +2. What is up, people of the internet? It is me, Real American, back in with a new video, and I hope everyone is having a great day. I'm having a great day myself, and before I get into it, don't forget to like, subscribe, share with your friends, and of course, join the channel today. These are all great ways to support the daily content, but enough of the promotional stuff, let's get into it because it appears that Donald Trump's popularity continues to surge. Yeah, that's right. Despite the fact that a month ago, we thought he maxed out in popularity. We thought, okay, he won the popular vote, he won all the swing states, he did good in places like New Mexico, Minnesota, New Jersey, Virginia, New Hampshire. We thought, okay, this was Trump's absolutely best case scenario when it comes to popularity. There's no way in hell he could get even more popular. Well, guess what? It turns out that assessment was incorrect. Despite the fact that this was Trump's best election ever, his popularity has gone up even further. Look at this brand new poll from Emerson College. Favorability of Trump, 51%. Unfavorable opinion of Trump, only 45%. Yeah, for the first time ever, Trump's net favorability rating is actually positive. Guys, this doesn't happen. You go to the RCP page right now and look at Trump's favorability since 2015. We're not talking about since last year, since last month. No, since 2015, Trump's favorability has never been positive. But in the last couple of weeks, it actually became positive for the first time ever. Not because of one poll. It's consistent. Nearly every poll in recent weeks has Trump's popularity not positive. There's some here and there that's like -1, but outside of that, every poll in the past couple of weeks is showing Donald Trump's popularity has surged. Just look at this. A couple weeks ago on November 5th, Trump's unfavorability was +7, right? His net unfavorability was +7. Now, his net favorability is +2. That means in just 1 month, his favorability has swung 9 points in just 1 month. Not in 5 months, not in 6 months. In 1 month, it went from -7 to +2. And I know you can argue, well, that's because he won the election. Like, of course, usually the person that wins the presidency, they do see some kind of favorability bump. That is true. But we're not talking about just some random politician or this is Trump's first time at winning. No, Trump won in 2016. And everyone has an opinion on Trump. It's a very divisive issue. If you like Trump or not, you either love him or you hate him. So the fact that Trump's popularity is the highest it's ever been is insane. Because, like I said, everyone has an opinion on Trump. You either love the guy or you hate him. Or you don't like the personality, but you love the policy. Which, the fact that his favorability, we're not talking about approval, we're talking about net favorability. That means, okay, do you have a favorable opinion of Trump? Like, do you like his personality? Do you like his style? That's really the difference between favorability and approval. Approval, more like, do you approve of Trump's policies? And for years, that's been way more popular because anyone that's honest with themselves would say, yeah, we approve of Trump's policy. We support his foreign policy. We support what he does for the economy. That we approve of that. But having a favorable opinion, that's more like, do you personally like Trump? And, well, let's be honest. Before 2024 and 2023, no one really liked, well, I should say no one, but the majority of Americans, they had an unfavorable opinion of Trump. They just did not like his personality. They thought, I like his policy, but I don't really like Trump himself. But his popularity, not just his approval, his favorability is up to the highest it's ever been. And if it wasn't for this one garbage Reuters poll, more than likely, Trump's favorability would be positive. Yeah, there's not positive, I should say, a majority. There's a chance his favorability could be above 50%, not just by Inauguration Day, but within a couple days. If you give her that one Reuters poll, which is -7, a clear outlier, it would be a majority of the population that would be saying, yeah, I have a favorable opinion of Donald Trump. Imagine saying that a couple years ago. Imagine saying that in even late 2022, when Trump's popularity was -22. It was not good, but ever since then, it's slowly been trending upwards. It's been going up every single week. It's been going up slowly but surely, but ever since Election Day, it's skyrocketed. It went from -7 to +2 in a matter of weeks. This is a big deal because this is his favorability. We're not talking about his approval, which Trump's approval rating has always been way higher than his favorability. Like I said, that's because people support Trump's policy. They don't like his personality. And well, there's a couple polls at Trump's approval for his transition. Now, again, this is not presidential approval. It's not the same thing, but look at this. Do you approve of or disapprove of Trump's handling of the transition process? 54% of people said, yeah, we approve of Trump's handling of the transition process, with even 13% of Democrats saying, yeah, we approve of this. A clear majority of independents, they approve of it. Minority voters, they support it. A plurality of young voters, they support it as well. And this is coming from Monmouth. More than likely, there's a chance they are understating Trump's popularity for his transition process. Which, again, it doesn't automatically mean he's going to have a 55% approval rating when he gets in office, but it just shows you that his approval, even for something like the transition process, it's always way higher than his favorability. And right now, it's a clear majority. It's not just, 51% approve, 49% disapprove. No, only 38% of voters said they disapprove of Trump's handling of the transition process. This has never happened. And again, we're not talking about, this is his first time winning. No, Trump's been in politics for like 10 years now. So it's very rare for someone like Trump, who is very divisive, who you either love the guy or hate the guy, to have this magical surge in popularity when he's never been popular. Like, even Obama, when he eventually, quote-unquote, rebounded in popularity, before 2008 and 2009, he was beloved. His favorability rating was like 70%, his approval was 60%. Trump's was never that high. Like, here and there, his approval rating might have been above 50% here and there, but outside of that, the majority of his administration, he was in the mid to low 40s every single day. It was consistent, but he always had a low approval and a much lower favorability rating. So the fact that Trump's favorability is the highest it's ever been is just wow. It's shocking to say that he is the most popular he's ever been, which, by the way, so much for this idea that, people would regret their vote for Trump. No, in fact, people are not regretting it. They're actually realizing, wait, I actually support Trump. I have a favorable opinion of Trump. His numbers have gone up. So you could argue if the election was held today, he could have won by even more if these numbers hold up, which again, it's early. A lot of things could change. We'll see what happens in January and February, but there's a good chance that Trump's administration is just popular. Will it be as popular as Obama or Bush right after 9/11? No. But if he can maintain mid-50s, which compared to past administrations is kind of a big deal now, that would be a massive W. Even if he stays at above 50% throughout most of his term. If he stays at or above 50% for most of the term, that's great news for him. And his favorability, if it stays at 50%, his approval would probably be at 55, 56, 57%. We'll see, though. Maybe people are just realizing that, wait a minute. Trump is not just the orange man. He's an actual person. He's not just the orange man that's, gonna be the second coming of you-know-who, but that's the thing with Trump's popularity. It's going up so much that maybe his favorability and approval rating, it could be in line with each other. But right now, we're actually not seeing that. We're actually seeing that, yeah, both are positive, but it still seems like a chunk of Americans, they just don't like Trump's personality. For whatever reason, they cannot stand his personality. They don't like the way he talks, but at the same time, they approve of what he's doing. And if this keeps up, I mean, Trump could have a very popular administration. We'll see what happens, because a lot of things could change. Maybe something crazy happens and he's at -5 or something, or -20, which is possible, but right now we're in a weird era where Trump's popularity might not change, and in fact, it might actually just keep going up. Will it be at 70%? Of course not. But even if it stays at 50, 55%, that means a majority of Americans are saying, yes, we support Trump's agenda. Despite being the quote-unquote most divisive president ever, the majority of Americans, after 10 years of Trump, they love him more than ever before. Imagine saying that 2 years ago. That is just the craziest part about all of this. We're not talking about Obama. We're not talking about Harris. We're talking about Trump. The guy that everyone has an opinion of. There's no in between. You love him, you hate him. You love him, you hate him. You love him, you hate him. But now his numbers keep going up. And if these numbers keep going up and he actually stays at like 55% approval, Democrats, good luck with 2028. Do you really think the American people would vote for the Democrat Party over Trump's vice president, J.D. Vance? If they think Trump's done a good job, and if Vance's approval, which as of now is still higher than Trump's, do you think they would vote against Vance over the Democrats? If they love Trump's administration, they think Vance is a great guy, why would they not vote for the guy? It's possible. Maybe, Trump is popular, but these people don't vote. That's entirely possible. But J.D. Vance, if his favorability stays up where it is, Democrats are in deep shit. Just these numbers are so bad for them, because it's not just, it's every Republican in that Senate. No, majority of independents, chunk of Democrats, a bunch of minority voters, they're all saying, we approve of Trump. We have a favorable opinion of him. And a lot of these voters, they did not vote for him not even a month ago. That means these are people that are saying, I don't like Trump. I voted for Harris, but you know what? I'm going to give him a fair chance this time. I'm going to give him a chance to prove himself in the next 4 years. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe I was wrong to vote for Harris. Maybe Trump could prove me and a bunch of other Democrats completely wrong. Which I think it could happen. Because most of what Trump's going to do, it's not unpopular. Like, Trump's policies are super popular with every demographic. Even a chunk of Democrats, they support what Trump is saying. They want to finish the border wall. They want to do mass deportations. They want to end the endless wars in Ukraine, in Israel, across the world. They want peace abroad. They want to make America great again. Which I know sounds crazy, but the MAGA agenda is actually popular. Don't let Democrats or rhinos fool you. The average voter says, yeah, I support the MAGA agenda. I want to close up the border. I want to put America first again. I want to end these foreign wars. I want to have peace abroad. I want stability at home. The average American, even a chunk of Democrats, that's common sense to them. Like, of course we want to make America great again. Why wouldn't we? Outside of rhinos and the majority of Democrats, the average voter, they support this. So if Trump actually does what he says he's going to do, these numbers could go even higher. His favorability, I can't believe I'm saying this, it might, if things continue the way they're trending, and if he does what he says he's going to do and it's actually popular, he could crack 55% in approval and favorability, which, imagine saying that 5 years ago. But we'll see what happens. A lot could change. Maybe Trump F's it up and he doesn't see any surge in approval. Maybe this is a fluke, but I doubt it, because everyone knows who Trump is. Everyone has an opinion on Donald Trump. So this idea that it's magically changing right now, it could be response bias here and there, but with these shitty polls like Reuters and Morning Compost, like even Reuters, it's only -7. For them, that's pretty good for Trump. Like a couple months ago, like these same polls were having Trump at -30, -10. They never had Trump at -7, -5. Now, majority of polls, they have him with a positive approval, with a chunk of them having a majority of people saying, we have a favorable opinion of Donald Trump. Anyways, folks, thank you so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the social media accounts in the description down below, and of course, join the channel today. Godspeed to all of you.